Together they defeat several devils in front of them, and at this time, they discover that the high-ranked devil has fled. When they catch up with it, a necromancer, Diego, appears next to the high-ranked devil. It turns out that the culprit who turned the residents into zombies is Diego. He, like Henry, came out of the Hell's Gate 3 years ago and was caught and tortured by humans because of his status as a necromancer. The difference between him and Henry is that Henry became the hero's companion after she was saved by Hero, while Diego was tortured by humans and finally escaped after he found an opportunity. Since then, Diego has had hatred towards humans and wanted to take revenge on the world. When he hears that there is a new hero who intends to go to the Hell's Gate, he sets traps on the way, and he has seen through that Tuca is hiding in Yuna's body. Diego summons nearby zombies to attack Tuca. Tuca originally wants to slowly deplete Diego's mana, but Henry tells him that necromancer who came out of hell is stronger than the average human, so their level of mana can reach 40. While that of humans can only reach 10. Although Henry is also a necromancer, she is the weakest, so they can't defeat Diego by consuming his mana. Fortunately, Tuca has already thought of a way before he came. He transforms the holy sword into a wall, trapping the zombies inside. Then he starts talking to Diego, stalling for time. Not long after, the town leader suddenly appears in the magic carriage and crashes into Diego. Not long ago, Tuca promised the town leader that if he was willing to help attack the enemy, Tuca would show him the look of Marguerite wearing black stockings without clothes on. When Marguerite learns about this, she is very angry. Tuca still underestimates Diego's strength. He is not defeated at all and stands up again. Just when they are about to fight, a girl who claims herself to be a hero appears. Tuca recognizes her as Yuna's sister Millie, who is accompanied by 3 teammates. The warrior is Yuna's father Fieri, and the other 2 are magicians. Under their combined forces, Diego is suppressed, and seeing that he cannot kill the hero today, Diego intends to leave first. However, before leaving, he tells Tuca that the people here are cursed by the devil conversion spell, and if their level of mana is too low, they will be zombies forever after a day. Yuna has a low level in her mana, so she will become a zombie after a day. To save Yuna, Tuca decides to find Diego's stronghold and defeat him. He guesses that Diego is hiding in a destroyed city nearby, which is also Tuca and Yuna's hometown. So Tuca and his companions head to find Diego with Millie, and in the car they introduce themselves. Millie is 16 years old and she is Fieri's daughter, just like Yuna. The difference between them is that Fieri is very opposed to Yuna going out on an adventure, and he warns Yuna that she must return to the countryside after this incident. Fieri has very special experiences, and he was one of the 4 knights of the kingdom before. Because he likes touching women's bodies, he was later condemned by the female knight of the kingdom and was finally stripped of the title of the 4 knights. The 2 magicians were once the teammates of the hero, but it seems that they don't like Henry, who once teamed up with them. Fieri is curious about why the hero and Yuna are together, and Tuca quickly avoids the question with an excuse. He hides the fact that he is now in Yuna's body, but is almost recognized by Millie because he speaks in a tone that resembles Tuca's. Millie has been very fond of Tuca since she was a child and always wants to marry him. Different from Millie, Fieri as their father seems to hate Tuca very much, thinking that Tuca is a pervert who loves thighs. However, Fieri, who loves women with ample bodies, is no better than him. Tuca wants to ask Millie why she claims herself to be a hero, but just then they are ambushed. It turns out the reason why Diego left the words before leaving is that he wants to lure Tuca to come to him. Diego finds a female thief who is very good at making traps to ambush Tuca and his companions, causing Tuca's magic carriage to be broken after it falls into the trap. After they get out of the carriage, they find dense fog everywhere. Millie doesn't take it seriously, but then she is ambushed by devils while exploring the way, and most of her clothes are torn. Tuca and his companions hasten to form a circle to prevent another attack. The female thief, who is not affected by the dense fog because she is standing high, sees all this clearly and sends many devils to attack them. Soon Tuca's team is attacked and many of them are defeated, leaving Tuca alone. Just as the female thief is about to kill Tuca, he smiles. The next moment, all of his teammates who fell to the ground just now stand up, and the devils who just besieged them all fall to the ground. It turns out that Tuca, using the X-ray magic crystal, has long known the location of these devils. So when these devils attacked, Tuca's teammates defeated the devil first and then pretended to fall. After that, Henry controlled the devils with necromancy. Tuca threatens the female thief to take off all the clothes and kneel to him in knee-high socks if she wants to survive. He then approaches the female thief, and when he sees the female thief's face, he instantly kneels down in fear. It turns out that this female thief is actually Tuca's master. 3.5 years ago, the Hell's Gate was opened and many devils appeared in the world. After Tuca's parents died, he decided to return to his hometown. However, he accidentally fell into the female thief's trap, which she prepared to deal with the devils. The female thief looks very cold, but she is actually very kind. Seeing that the little boy Tuka was unsupported, she took him as an apprentice. Now Tuka is still in Yuna's body and he tells his master about his experiences recently. Only then does Millie realize that the sister in front of her is Tuka, who she has been missing. Tuka wonders why the female thief teams up with the person who has joined forces with the devil. The female thief tells Tuka that she went to the Hell's Gate 3 months ago, and since then she has decided to help them get their revenge. When Tuka goes to see the Hell's Gate, he will know why. The female thief admits that she lost to Tuka this time, and when she is about to leave, Tuka stops her. According to the rules that Toka's master once taught him, the loser can only die or agree to the demands made by the winner. Just now Tuka asked the female thief to put on the knee-high socks nakedly. In the end, the female thief has to do so, which shocks Toka's teammates. After that, the female thief temporarily joins his team at Toka's request. Now they are still far from Diego's territory. Under the guidance of the female thief, they intend to go to a nearby repairman to repair the magic carriage. The repairman here is an old man who is coincidentally the grandfather of the hero. He has very bad eyesight and will even pour on other people's heads while pouring tea. After feeling the aura of the hero, he is willing to help repair the magic carriage. During this time, Tuka finally has time to ask Millie why she calls herself a hero. Millie tells Tuka that the sword she is holding is called the man-made sacred sword. This is the reward that she received after winning the sword fighting tournament in the Western Kingdom. It is made by the world's top craftsmen, and there are only 4 in the world. Although the man-made sacred sword cannot seal the Hell's Gate, it can cause damage to the Dark Lord and his 4 infernal generals. So Millie thinks she's a hero. At this time, the female thief tells everyone that according to what she learns, there are thousands of devils in the city and 4 powerful necromancers who control the bodies of the 4 infernal generals in Diego's stronghold. With the power of Tuka and his teammates, it is highly unlikely for them to defeat them. Unexpectedly, Tuka, who was timid in the past, is very determined to go this time, saying that he has someone he really wants to save this time. Soon after, Millie finds Tuka and she already guesses that the person Tuka is trying to save is Yuna. After some asking, she finally knows that Yuna was infected and will turn into a zombie if Diego is not defeated. Just then Millie suddenly attacks Tuka, who has too little mana to use the sacred sword, and is quickly defeated. Millie taunts Tuka, saying, "How can you save Yuna if you are so weak?" Tuka says that even so he will still go to Yuna's rescue even if he tries every despicable means. At this time Millie smiles, and it turns out that it was all Millie's test for him just now. Yuna once said that 3 years ago it was the hero who saved her, and Millie asked the hero about this after being rescued, and the hero told her that if someone hadn't set many traps nearby to trap the devils, he wouldn't have had a chance to save them. Now it seems clear that the person who set the trap is Tuka. Millie believes that Tuka will be able to save Yuna again. Tuka says that he could only stall for time before, but now it is different since he has so many companions, and he will definitely save Yuna this time. After that, Tuka says that he wants to go to the loo, so he sneaks to a corner without anyone around. Before saving Yuna, he wants to enjoy touching her thighs. Just when he is immersed in the joy, someone approaches him. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch similar videos, you should check this recaps. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to help my channel.